Big game-changing phase. Remember, 117 seats have gone to elections in phase 6 of India 2014, and here are the updated numbers at 6 p.m. I start with Bihar, which has recorded a 60% voter turnout. Bihar followed by Madhya Pradesh, recording a healthy 63.4%. Assam has witnessed a record 77.05% voting. The big news is that Bengal, let's match those graphics actually. Bengal has seen a fantastic 81.42% turnout in the voting figures. But then you compare these to what is happening in Mumbai and you get a different story, a turnout of just 53% compared to the other metros. Jay, give us the big story so far in this phase.
One of the big stories first, let's get cracking on some numbers. So even before the EC doles out a turnout number, we've here at the Times Now research desk done some sort of number crunching with the averages, of the number of electors that are there for this election. The tentative turnout for today could be as high as 65%. It's around 64.54% precisely. So it could be about 65% when EC doles out that number. Secondly, we have about 18 crore voters who voted today. And looking at the larger story, Mumbai has not been out of tune with the other metros. For example, in Delhi, the jump was about 13%, the bump. It was 52 to 65. Mumbai has jumped from 41 to 53. Bangalore had jumped from 45 to 56. Chennai has jumped from something like 63 to 70%. So sort of Mumbai has scaled up the amount, the absolute quantum of the bump, but still it's way below the other metros across India.
So Jay, would it be fair to say that when I look at the numbers this time, it appears to me that the bump we saw in phase 2, that's not the kind of increased turnout in this phase of this election. So there is increased voter turnout, but is the increased voter turnout much less compared to those double-digit numbers that we saw in phase 2 between 10 to 15, 16%? And why does this happen?
Absolutely. That sort of bump that we saw is now tapering out. It's tapering out to something of the order of 6%. And the difference is, the first phase, actually, which saw the largest bump, was in an area like Delhi and pockets of Bihar where new parties were trying to break into new ground. In Delhi, AAP and BJP were both trying to break into new ground. In Bihar, there were 3 contests, a triangular contest for the first time in decades, with each party trying to break into a new ground. So those areas witnessed naturally a larger mobilization and therefore larger bump in the turnout. Even today, a state like Bihar, which has seen a turnout bump of almost 8%, it's 60% in today's poll, is quite higher, than on an average, the sort of bump that has been seen in the other states. So states where there is a triangularity or parties trying to break into fresh ground or polarization along communal lines are seeing a larger bump. Now, they are not in that large a proportion in today's phase. So therefore, the bump is naturally tapering out. It has come down to about 6%.
So we heard these. I just want to go to Megha Prasad once, our Mumbai bureau chief, because Megha, we heard these horrifying numbers come out that till 3 p.m. or till 3:30 p.m. Mumbai South was voting 29-30%, and that overall Mumbai would be a disappointing early 40s kind of figure. But there has been an increase. I heard you reporting that that number goes beyond 50%. So was this a late voter turnout? Did people turn out later in the evening?
Well, Arnab, it seems as if, the maximum number of people, at least in the constituency here in South Mumbai, have come out to vote between 3 and 6 p.m. in the evening. And that's what we were expecting. I mean, South Mumbai, of course, has this tradition of waking up really late and not coming out to vote. It was hot today all through the day. So, by 3 p.m., of course, there were very disappointing figures. But the figures right now, Arnab, and if we could, make a simple comparison with what the figures were in 2009, I can tell you, first of all, of course, South Mumbai has recorded, right now, it has recorded 54%, which is at least 14% above from what it had recorded in 2009. In 2009, Mumbai South was 40.3.7%. And I can tell you, Arnab, that as far as the 6 constituencies in Mumbai are concerned, most of them had recorded between 30 and 40s in 2009. All of them have jumped to 50s. In fact, Raigad, which is outskirts of Mumbai, Mumbai, another district, of course, it has gone up to 64%. That is also going to poll today. Apart from that, Mumbai, at least from Mumbai North right till Mumbai South, all the 6 constituencies have recorded between 52 to 55%. That's the maximum it has gone in Mumbai South Central. So yes, of course, there's been a last-minute surge, I would say, or the last few hours surge as far as the city of Mumbai is concerned. One really doesn't know what it means for the candidates and the ones who are the sitting MPs, especially like people like Priya Dutt or Milind Deora, for that matter, the heavyweights in Mumbai. Is this a vote, even these 5, 10, 15% that has gone up, does it mean that this is a vote for change, or does it mean that it is still, it's still going to be in the category of low turnout and probably just go in the favor of the incumbent sitting MPs?
Well, that's interesting. Megha, thank you very much for